detected. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Greetings, Commanders! Minnie here! Welcome back to Elite Dangerous Tips and Tricks. Today we're going to be showing you guys how exactly to avoid those goddamn police stealing all our goddamn money from scanning us and then failing all of our delicious smuggling missions that pay so well. So I've got a small cargo run planned. It's not a completely kitted out cargo run, but it is about 15 missions or so, and I've filled up my cargo hold. So I will hopefully have some nice close calls that I can show you guys, and what actually happens when you get scanned if you haven't seen it yet. So let's go.
Fuel scooping.
Okay, so first things first, if you see red text, that's police. That's bad. If they're not in range, begin your jump. Police generally show up as green. Anyone else that message you that says, hey, follow me down, I'm about to drop down, stuff like that, those don't even worry about at all. Red text is bad.
Fuel scooping.
So, look, we've got more red text.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
So, once you get interdicted, go ahead and throttle down, submit. As soon as you drop out, spam that boost button and just get away. That's all you're doing is running away. Once you pass 1.5 kilometers away from whatever is chasing you, you cannot get scanned. See that distance increasing? He currently cannot scan me. All I'm doing is maintaining my boost speed. As long as you're not too close to a star, you can begin your frameshift drive charging procedure.
Drive charging.
If you're still set for the next system, it will take a little bit of extra time to jump. But notice the distance from the System Authority vessel is still increasing. I am not worried about him scanning me whatsoever.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And hey, look, we've got a pirate on us. Anytime you say, hey, big haul, something like that, then you're worried about getting interdicted. So I'm going to line up with my destination. All those other chat boxes popping up are just for the NPCs wanting me to drop down so they can talk to me and offer me a spare reward. So I'm going to submit. Same procedure follows. Now if it's something small like an adder, feel free to deploy your weapons. And engage.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
They can't interdict you again if they're dead. Once I get down to about half fuel, I'll go ahead and sit at the sweet spot on a star so I don't overheat. And I'll sit here and refuel for a bit, normally until my fuel tank is full. If you happen to be lower on fuel and you've finally found a refueling star, feel free to avoid an interdiction, submit, and then jump out into normal super cruise. You can do that by going to your left panel and going to the galaxy map and unsetting your destination. Another thing you can do while doing jumps like this is to turn off points of interest and only run stations and systems. On the systems tab, if you go to the one on the bottom or close to the bottom, you can unlock your destination. By doing this, you will not jump to the next system when engaging your frameshift drive from basically standard Super Cruise mode or after you get interdicted. And you can do that during the jump out sequence and while you're boosting away from a target that is either trying to shoot you or scan you. Whether that is police or pirates, it depends on who's interdicting you. And this is only a technique for being able to refuel once you're getting low and if you don't want to jump to the next system. And once you are done fuel scooping, you can continue on your merry way on the highway to credits and profit. So something you definitely want to keep in mind is that when you're approaching a Corollas starport or a hub, that you want to approach from inside the planet's orbit, like I'm doing right now. The reason for this is, if you approach a station in this manner, you will always end up on the docking bay side, so that when you pop out, you're pretty much almost lined up with the entry to the station, and it's much easier to line up and dock. Okay, so I'm currently not even on the cops' radar. What I want to do is start getting lined up. You can see all the trails from their engines around the station, and I currently have an illicit cargo tag. So, I need to be careful about this, so full throttle, maximum power into engines, and boost. Once I hit 7.5, request docking, one more boost.
Contacting starport control.
And dark freaking out on me, that's fantastic. Then I cruise in at full until about here, decelerate to 50%, and then slow all the way down and let the docking computer take over. If you do it that way, you shouldn't have any issues coming in to dock.
Landing gear deployed.
So basically line up about 10 kilometers out, full throttle, boost until you're about 5.5 kilometers away, come in at full throttle right before entering the docking area, throttle down to 50% at about 2 kilometers out. Once entering the docking bay, throttle down and let the docking computer take over, and if you don't run a docking computer, then go ahead and dock manually.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Now, when leaving a station, I've had this happen to me before while doing testing for this video, is that you want to line up, get all your power into your engines as well, and boost out. Now, you can...
Scan detected.
Yep. You want to keep your distance as much as you can, and go straight. Straight, straight, straight. Once you get out of mass lock, charge.
4, 3, 2.
As long as you maintain your velocity, you should be able to get away from cops. Just like that. Now, it looks like I'm being chased. Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and drop down. Accelerate. Pretty much standard procedure if you're being chased. Immediately charge the frameshift drive again. Ooh, yeah. Never had that happen before. That was cool. I'm getting mass locked by something. There we go.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now, if any cops drop out on you on a station like this, like that, you want to pre-chaff, jump out,
Ship drive charging.
and keep your distance.
Engage.
And power away for a little bit, throttle down, pull back up, disengage again. And there we go. Any threats to our mission should be taken care of by jumping out and jumping back in.
Docking request granted.
Now, there is a technique for avoiding police pretty much 90% of the time, and it's not something I would recommend. And that's when you're heading into a station or you're being harassed, you log out to the main menu and then you log back in. I've also seen people recommending to, instead of undocking completely from a space station or a starport if there's police around, to undock and then immediately log out and log back in, which places you like 10 kilometers away, and then you can jump away. That is kind of exploiting of game mechanics, and if you want to do that, that's up to you. But if I'm doing this, I'd rather let my piloting do the job for me instead of exploiting game mechanics to avoid police. I'm using in-game mechanics and my own piloting to make me this money. And honestly, that's how the game's meant to be played. Perfect. I was bored anyway.
Scan detected. Target shields offline.
Please don't tell me that's cops. Well, get me out of here, Dark.
Engaging exit protocols. Retracting weapons, attempting jump. Stand by.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Well, that pretty much covers almost everything in the video. So, to recap, 1. Avoid police by either dropping out early or frame shifting out of there. And that's basically if you see the red text, and if they're far enough away, you can jump out of the system before they interdict you. 2. If you do get interdicted by federal security forces, then the only thing you really need to worry about is getting away from them. And that's basically just a combination of just pouring all the power into your engines and boosting away until you can frame shift. 3. If a police follows you to a station, then you want to immediately chaff, turn around, boost, 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 chaff, boost, 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 jump, fly away for just a tiny bit, turn back around and jump back to the station. Then that police should be gone. 4. Once you're at a station, then you want to line up about 10 to 8 kilometers away, line up with the docking port, boost in. If you want to, you can launch chaff on the way in. Chaff will enable you to not get scanned, but it will not stop a scan in progress. Just so you know. Chaff will block scans from happening altogether while the chaff is being deployed, but it will not stop a scan in progress. If you're being scanned, your only option is to get away. 5. Once you're leaving a station, then do the GTFO maneuver and keep boosting until you're out of mass lock, then immediately engage frame shift drive. I've had police in Vipers come after me and literally try ramming into my ship to get a scan on me if I'm using normal drives. So you always, always, always want to be in a rush if you're in normal space. And I think that's it. I might have missed something, but if I did, just let me know and I can answer your questions in the comments below. Until next time, Commanders, this has been Minnie for Elite Dangerous Tips and Tricks. If you liked the video, please do like the video, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. This is Minnie, signing out.